It's expensive to be made.
Welcome to Bravo's Moms Unfiltered, the podcast where real moms spill the tea on all the things Bravo and the chaos of everyday life.
We're your hosts, Allie and Crystal, two Bravo-assessed moms who aren't afraid to say what everyone's thinking completely unfiltered.
From housewives drama to mom life meltdowns, we're here to break it all down with humor, honesty, and maybe a little bit of bitching.
So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and get ready for some unfiltered fun. Welcome back, Bravo moms. We'll get started with the Valley recap, episode 11. So the group is going to go to Hawaii for a surprise engagement for Kristen. The only people that know about it are Luke, Danny, Nina, and Zach, because they are planning the whole thing. The guys meet with Jesse's life coach, Scott. It was such a weird session. He is so weird to me. Is he actually a life coach, or is he just full of shit? Because I feel like he's full of shit. I feel like everything he said makes no sense. Yeah. This is his second time being on the show, too.
But I mean, it could be like a bro from the gym.
Exactly.
And then he's marketing his other workout buddies.
Yes.
That's kind of what I felt like. And then he got invited to the group in order to be in the group. He had
and he's I'm going to be your life coach, Jesse.
I'm going to be, well, what are you going to be?
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, he's really weird. And then the girls meet up at El Coyote, I think it was. And Janet and Kristen get into it again, and it just does not go well. And then Janet almost spills the engagement. Remember, they're sitting at the El Coyote, and Janet's like, isn't there something happening? Isn't there something happening? And Nina's like, no, there's not. No, Jasmine, shut up. Kristen's right here.
Janet, because we know that you're just here to start drama.
Yeah. And then before they go to Hawaii, they have a field day. I hated field day in elementary school. That was the worst day of my life. Field day.
What?
I hated field day.
I loved it because I could easily pass.
Yeah.
As long as I didn't have to study for it, count me in.
And so they end up having a field day. They do what, tug of war and one other game, and they're broken up into teams. And then after that, Jax and Brittany were supposed to meet up, and she actually doesn't end up going through with it. Jax calls her, and Brittany says that she found out he was drinking again after getting out of rehab, and says, I'm not coming. And Jax gets so mad at her, he hangs up the phone. But I'm glad that she's putting her foot down and sticking to her guns and not giving in to him. I know it must be super hard. But even the way he lashed out, hanging up the phone, and then just taking off. I forget what he said, but he said something and the microphone caught it. But even that, it's just so he tries to be so controlling and manipulative to her.
So did he go into rehab for alcohol, or did he go in rehab for substance abuse? Because I think they both are drugs, obviously. But he said he only drank when he did the substance.
Correct.
He kept drinking.
I think it was
the opposite.
No, it was yes. If he drank, it led to him doing his drug of choice, I believe. So I think he went in for substance abuse, but I think it was for mainly drugs. I don't think it was for alcohol. It should have been for both.
Being alcohol.
Yeah, it should have been for both.
Well,
but yeah, I think it was mainly drugs that he went in there for. Because I don't think he thinks that he has an issue with alcohol, but he knows alcohol leads to drugs, and then drugs leads to him going on bingers, or what do you call it, binging or whatever, and then him having raging and stuff like that and yelling at Brittany.
But I mean, remember, he will not leave her alone, and if she ignores him, that's kind of the end result, is he goes on his little rampage. So it's almost like she gave in to meet with him. So I don't know. I don't understand that dynamic. It's sometimes she pulls him and then she pushes him away.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you either cut it off completely.
Yes.
And stop leaving him hanging, or, you guys come to an ultimatum where you don't care about what he does. He doesn't care about what you do.
Yes.
And just focus on the child. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
that's what they need to figure out. And then before the episode ends, so they get to Hawaii, and Jesse says that he's not having it with Aaron and wants to sit down and talk to him about Michelle and this whole cheating thing. And then Zach gets upgraded to the presidential suite, and I didn't realize that they shared that with Jesse. It was Zach, Benji, and Jesse. And I didn't realize all three of them shared that.
Because they take
And
a
then
shower together.
yeah, and then Luke says in the confessional, he's like, I don't know why Zach doesn't give this to them, Luke and Kristen, but that would totally give it away. You know what I mean? If Zach's like, oh, we got this, but here, why don't you
You
have it?
think
Like, I
the
feel like that would
president?
have,
Oh yeah, because they're hosting.
yeah, and I feel like that would have given it away
Because
that
they're
something's going to
hosting, right?
happen.
I forgot.
Yeah, because my radar would have been up and been like, why are you giving this to us? Like, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
me, but
So then where
so.
does Jesse go? Oh, okay. Well, in the next episode, where
There's
does yeah.
I think
So now
there's
I have
2
another question.
rooms. I
Follow-up
think there's
question.
2 rooms, but 1 bathroom and or shower. There's at least 1 shower that they have to share. But I think there's like at least like 2 bedrooms. So that's why Jesse had
Oh,
his,
it's a
and then
conjoining. Okay, it's a
yeah, they have
suite with
like
okay, okay.
a communal living room or kitchen or whatever. You know what I mean? So, The Real Housewives final episode.
So this was yeah. So I did 17 because last episode we did 2. We kind of
We
just
did,
wrapped
yeah.
it up, and I was
Yeah,
like, this is
yeah,
the other episode.
yeah.
So, yeah, this last episode, it gets weird. I don't know. It's just everybody's trying to get their last fights and pulling
Yeah.
hair and teeth out before,
Yeah.
I guess. And it's so sad because the last episode, the Portia finds out her cousin passed away. And it gets really weird. I was doing some research about it because I kind of wanted to see, how she passed away, and I couldn't find anything. And there's some sketchy stuff going out there. I don't really want to put it out there because I don't want to give that negative vibe, but we still do not know how she passed away.
Yeah, they left it really vague. Just saying what her name,
It was
Londi, that
really
just like
big.
Londi passed
Yeah.
away and that she was young. And they left it at
Yeah.
that. It was very vague.
And her sister, Lori, or her sister, Portia's sister, was actually on the phone during the time she was having a moment. She was having a distress call, apparently. And a couple hours later, she had passed away. So I
That's
don't even
really
know
weird.
why they would air that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if this
So this
should be
happened a year ago, right? So it should be out there.
It's closed. It's not out there. It's closed. None of the
Weird.
family members
Weird.
disclosed how she passed away. I thought it was very
Hmm.
sketchy.
Yeah.
Obviously I feel very sad for Portia because it is her cousin. They did have some good moments, and she was
Yeah.
part of the show. Like, you see
Yeah.
her numerous a times. She did some charity events and stuff like that, so she was well known within her community. And during the episode, Portia meets with Phaedra. I'm assuming because Phaedra owns the majority of the funeral homes in Atlanta.
Does she really?
She does. That is how she makes her money. She owns like 5 or 6 of them in the Atlanta
Yeah.
area.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's a way to
it's
make money,
I
unfortunately.
yeah, I
Do
mean,
what you gotta do.
I've thought about it, but let's not get into detail with that because my dad's a pastor, and he does a lot of services for
Yeah.
random, people he doesn't even know within the church community, and he'll just get calls from funeral homes being like, hey, can you do this and this and this? So there's a business, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
um
It's sad, but yeah.
yeah. Shamia hosts a full-blown out Beyonce concert. Like, she rents out this theater hall and she invites all the ladies. Portia doesn't show up, obviously. The concert goes really well. There was some negativity from some of the girls because she obviously had, stage fright, even though she's been on the stage forever because she's been, NBA cheerleader and all that other stuff. She's sang a couple of the times the national anthem and stuff like that. She had butterflies. We all get it. But she
Mhm.
still has a good voice.
Yeah.
I love that her husband supports her. She does a lot. So yeah, good for Shamia. Keep going, keep thriving. Angela, during the event, after the event, Angela invites the group to a charity event for with her and Charles. They host every year. They like raise money to kind of feed the kids that are in need and stuff like that. During that, after Angela invitation, Cynthia pulls Shamia aside from her concert and tells her that Brittany was talking bad about her or bad to Portia. Basically, Britt was telling Portia, "I've seen all your text messages between you and Shamia. Shamia's not your real friend," and la da 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 da. So Cynthia kind of spills the beans, and then Shamia kind of like pulls Britt inside and like they kind of get into it. It kind of gets a little bit messy. And Shamia calls Brittany a liar, like, "You're messy. You're mad because me and Kelly are becoming closer friends. And we ganged up about your donation, your small donation to the Grenada Foundation." So it's just kind of going back and forth, bitter. So I don't think that's going to get resolved. I think it'll get worse. The show is definitely making Britt look bad. I would have to say that she's like one of the, okay. Because let's see, Jen and Teresa, they all got caught in the taxes because they were flaunting their
Mm-hmm.
wealth.
Yep.
And I think this is exactly the road Brit is going down. And I think Bravo
You
noticed it
think?
and filmed it and cut it the way they did. Because first it was, let's go car shopping. And then let's rent
Oh
out the
yeah.
country club. And then now it's like, let's go private jet shopping.
I always
I'm
wondered
like,
where her
Girl,
money was coming
you
from.
can't like, yeah, it
Yeah.
better match up with the IRS
Yeah.
paperwork
Yeah.
because you are gonna get caught up. And
Like you said,
she's
it's already
she's
happened to
renovating
two
her
housewives.
house.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah.
yeah, and she funded her employees' plastic surgery. I was like, you are airing everything out on national TV. Do you not get
Yeah.
it? Like,
Yes.
people
Have we
who
not learned?
have money the right way don't flaunt it. Like, who's a good one from Orange
And
County?
yeah.
I can't even remember. But yeah, so it's starting, you can see the
Yeah.
patterns.
Now that you said
And
that, I see it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like, come on. Like, she wants airtime, so then it's like, "Oh,
Yes,
let's
she
go
does.
airplane shopping." They'll film that. I'm like, "Girl, you're gonna get yourself caught up." Anyways,
Yeah.
carry on. I hope Britt understands that she should never. People who flaunt money don't really have money or don't get it the right way.
Yeah.
So, good luck. Carry on. Drew and her husband. I don't really like to say the guys' names, the guys or the kids' names. I don't know why. I always just say the main character.
The husband.
But her husband, yeah, have a heart to heart because apparently the court decided that since he lives there, apparently he was seeing the kids more than he was supposed to by court orders. So the court told him that he cannot see his children
But
during her time.
that's so hard. He lives in the basement.
He does.
Like
It's hard.
that's so hard.
It
Like
is.
I don't think he was doing it intentionally. Like it just they all live together.
But he has money to get an apartment. Like he has
Yeah,
money to move
that's
out.
you're right. It's just the whole thing's
Like
weird.
he's doing it
He's being
to
petty.
push her buttons. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
being petty because like your house is your family. Like a
Yeah.
house is just materialistic. She is the mother, she's a care provider, she's the main care provider. So
Better. Yep.
obviously it only makes sense for her
Sense.
to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
the house that the children have already been
The
raised in.
kids. Yeah.
So he should be a man, step up, take his self and go to a different apartment. Go do your business somewhere else because
Yeah.
it just
He's
yeah.
not leaving.
So the court ordered them that he couldn't see him. So now he's trying to play nicey nice. And he was like, "What are we doing? How did we get here?" I'm like, "You're trying to pull your move." He's over here playing the piano as she's coming up the stairs. And I'm like, classic, classic move. How did you win her heart? So yeah, so it was a weird dynamic. He's bowing down. Um, so it was good. I hope they work it out for the kids, but I really think he should move out. He needs to move out and move on because she's not coming back. She's not coming back. Poor, where am I? I lost my spot. I lost my spot.
Phaedra goes on a date with a tall,
Oh,
handsome
Phaedra,
guy.
Phaedra. She goes on a date with the tall and handsome guy she met. There's really not much. I mean, Phaedra, she even said in her confession, she's like, I'm not looking for a future husband. She's like,
Yeah,
I
been
had
there, done
basically,
that.
she has her 2 sons that she's raising. She has money. She really doesn't need a man on paper. So I think she would definitely be a good candidate for the Love Hotel.
Yes, yep,
Because I would love to see what her checklist of men is. Obviously,
yeah,
she likes the
yeah,
dark, tall,
yeah.
handsome, exotic, because he has an accent. So it was funny. He didn't say how old he was. He looked
He
he
looked
looked a
young.
little on the yeah, he looked young, like
Yes,
20s,
yes,
maybe hitting
yeah,
30. I don't know.
yeah. That's what I thought
But good
too.
for Phaedra. I haven't seen her with a man since that awful guy. Ugh. The children, father's children, whatever. Moving on. Britt gathers both sides of her family and announces that her and her husband will finally be having a formal ceremony since they got married during COVID. Another classic move. I think she just pushes the narrative too much, especially
Yep.
with this baby on the way coming.
And
Like,
my mom moving
I
in
think
just to watch the
like
baby.
yeah, like it's all
Yeah,
like bam, bam, bam. That was a good point. That's a good point. I mean, what if you
yeah,
can't have a child? I think it should
yeah.
be kept private
But
until
didn't
you
her
actually
husband
want
say
one.
something about like not that he doesn't want one, but I forget how what he said, but she brought it up and he said like no or something. Don't you remember that
Yeah,
when her mom was around?
I
She said something and I didn't
yeah, I
like
can't
his
remember.
response. It was very like not manipulative, but I don't know, I didn't like it.
He's very, very controlling. We can
That's what
see
it
that
was. Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
way her answers are strictly
Yeah.
always like he just has a way of controlling her, and then she uses that towards the girls. I
Yep.
just feel very there's gonna be bigger to her story after the reunion.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the girls will say something
Yeah.
um about Brett, and so I can't wait. I don't think she'll be back because I don't
I
think
don't
that she's
I
really
don't think she's
made a
I
connection.
don't think she's needed. I mean, she wasn't at the reunion.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Well, if you don't show up to the reunion, that's like you might as well just sign your death
yeah.
warrant,
Yeah.
like, to
You need a
Bravo.
good
I mean,
reason for not going.
so then the next they have Charles and Angela's big charity event. Everyone shows up dressed to impress. Angela also meets Marcus, which is the guy from the last episode who basically said that he has seen Charles at my restaurant with another woman. And it turns out it was false. Her and Drew actually call Marcus and they meet, or they get on the phone, and I think it's over a phone call.
Yeah.
And he doubles down and's like, "Yeah, you did it." And apparently at the time that supposedly he was at the restaurant, he was at a basketball tournament. So Angela knew it was false and she was like, "This is false." She's like, "This is why." And then he confesses. And we see that at the end of the show. Portia shows up at the event, and Angela gives her an award on behalf of her late cousin. She gives a heartfelt
Oh
speech.
yeah. That was nice.
And yeah, it was nice. It was emotional afterwards, and then the ladies get down and they all sit at the couch. I like how they always get together in like devastating times, whether it's a death
Yeah.
in the family or a child, like no not a death of a child, but like sickness when the child was
Yeah.
sick,
Yeah.
Shami's child. But
They all got
I
together.
like that because yeah, they put everything behind them and they're
Aside.
like
Yeah.
the drama and the show doesn't have to always come over. So I thought
Yep.
that was very sweet. And you can tell that about people in general. After the event, the ladies have a sit down and Angela calls Phaedra out. Well, Angela talks it up and she was like, it could be Kelly or it could be Brittany. And then the girls are like, who is it? Who is it? Well, then Charles sees Marcus because Marcus is coming over because Drew's like telling him to come over because they're like, Drew's like, well, I'm gonna get the source. And
Mhm.
Charles is like, "No, you need to get out," and starts screaming. It was very uncomfortable. I was scared on the TV. I was scared for everybody's life and safety myself,
Yeah.
because they call Charles the enforcer for a reason. He's
Yeah.
big. I mean, he's
He is.
big.
Yeah.
I like in all of his confessions, he's always smoking a cigar. You can
I
always tell
never
he's
noticed
relaxed because
that.
he's smoking.
I
Yeah,
never
he
noticed
smokes a
that.
guitar. Are you in the house? Like, where are you doing these
Yeah.
confessions? And you better have like a cigar smoke inhaler thing that sucks that stink away. I feel bad for the camera crew that are not cigar
Yeah.
smokers.
They have to sit there and smell that.
um, so Angela calms him down and he's like, "No, he's here. He's gonna say it. Da, 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 da." And Charles is like, "You're lucky. You're lucky. Today's your lucky day." And I was like, "Damn
Yeah.
right. Damn right." So then the guy drops the bomb and he basically says Phaedra runs Atlanta like a mob boss and she is the godfather. Everybody's like shocked. Phaedra denies it. She's like, "I don't know why." She's like basically saying, "I would never target anyone's marriage because my marriage was targeted in the public." So I don't know. Phaedra's good. She's
She
good.
is, yeah.
She's really good. Um, Portia and Britt have her back. Cynthia has Phaedra's back. So it's kind of wishy-washy. I hope someone really gets down to the dirty, because Marcus says, "Someone handed me an envelope." And they're like, "Well, who handed you the envelope?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"We have a mutual friend and his name is Junebug." Or the person's name is Junebug. We don't know if it's a girl or a guy. The person's
Yeah.
name is
The
Junebug.
person.
So now we need to figure out who Junebug is. And everybody thinks it's like nobody. This is all made up. So that's how the final happens. And then they like go through their little spiels of who's doing
Who's
what.
doing what, where
They
they're
come
at,
back,
yeah.
everybody at the end of the life. And then 6 months later, Portia comes in and Portia they talk about Portia's divorce with her husband or whatever, and she's finally able to be at peace, I think, or something like that. Like he's detained by ICE. They're still going through the divorce. I think that's what happened. He got detained, right? Or
That's
something like
crazy.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is crazy, but that's basically how it ends. And then the reunion is coming up tomorrow, right?
Yep. Mhm. Or the
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
So I like it. I like the looks. What do you think?
Mhm.
Obviously, they
Yeah.
went with a yellow,
They went with the yellow,
all
which
of
I don't
them.
think is bad, but what I like about Atlanta is they all, I don't wanna say push the limit, but they all, it's not just a same dress. It's, like, unique dresses, does that make sense?
To their own.
Like, I could
Yeah, yeah,
like, I
yeah,
could
yeah,
never see these dresses on Beverly Hills, ladies, OC, or New York. Like,
Maybe
I don't know,
Miami.
like, maybe Miami, yes, but it's, like, it's very unique to Atlanta, I feel like.
Yeah, I
Especially,
love
like,
it.
Phaedra's, like, I could never see another housewife wearing something like that.
Where's Phaedra? They dogged Phaedra. They dogged her. I don't know if I like Phaedra's look. I
I
like her
like Phaedra's.
headpiece. I don't
I
know
don't know
if
if I like
you
Kelly's.
do.
Yeah, I don't like
Kelly,
Kelly's.
where are you, Kelly?
I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
the bottom part I don't like.
Yeah.
How I feel like it's too much going on, like, either be a mini skirt with no slit or, like, slit with no, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too much.
That's true. Too much ruffle.
Angela's is
I
kind of
kinda like
plain compared to everyone else's.
Andrew's like she looks like a prom dress.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
homecoming.
Homecoming. Yeah. I kinda like Shamia's probably my favorite out of all of them. If I
Yeah,
was to wear
I
any
like
of the
hers.
dresses, I would wear
Yeah.
Shamia's dress.
Yeah.
Cynthia just kinda looks like a Miami dress,
Mhm.
something that I would wear on date night.
Yeah.
Drew, I think Drew's my least favorite. Even though she's a favorite, she's my least favorite dress with the bird feathers. It
I
looks
think
like
it's the
there's
feathers that I
yeah,
don't like.
bird feathers.
I like it better than Kelly's, but that's not saying much, so.
Well, we'll see. I saw some clips and
I
it's
need
so
to see him. I
funny
need to see
because
him in
there's always gotta
person, you
be
know?
yeah. One of them walks off stage during
Who?
the episode.
You know who?
Portia.
Hmm,
Portia.
I wonder why.
Portia and Shamia get into it. Something about You disrespected my mother. Anyways, we'll just get back with
Yeah.
the final
Yeah.
because that's it. And I'm excited
That's it.
because I think, well, now we know Kenya doesn't come back.
Yeah.
Kenya doesn't come back. Brittany
And
didn't
she's
show up. She's not at the reunion. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, now we're at Below Deck, season 4. Are you liking
episode
it?
4. Yep. Just a quick few notes. So this is day 2 of the 5-day charter with the gay porn stars from last episode.
Oh,
Captain
dear.
Carey is still really frustrated with, I think his name's Cow. He's the bosun. He just is not a good, he's not a good leader. His communication skills are bad. He doesn't tell his other, what do you call them? Deckhands when to go for break, so people aren't taking break. They aren't going
Oh, wait.
to nap real soon. So he just gets really mad or frustrated with that. During the nighttime glow-in-the-dark kayaking, Kyle brings the first group of guests back first without telling anyone. So of course, you're trying to get the table set, you're trying to clean up. So that just makes everyone mad because he didn't communicate. He just brings them on back, the first group. But I thought that was cool. The glow in the dark, like kayaking, because guests are like paddleboarding and seeing like the nighttime moonlight, and they see turtles and fishes and stuff like that. And I was like, that's pretty cool. When do you ever get the opportunity to do something like that? And then after that,
Does
they
the
go to a
sand
new.
glow? Is this where like the sand glows in the dark or the actual kayaking? Was this like a place where the sand like it glows in the
No, it
dark?
was the kayaking.
It was the kayaks?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And then they go to a nude beach where some of the deck crew build a giant penis in the sand, which is kind of funny.
The guests are
And
upset.
the guests were obsessed with it, taking pictures. I mean, they're gay porn stars, you know what I mean? So they're snapping
Well,
photos of
yeah.
it. And this is how the title of the episode got its name. The Island of Sausages is what the title of this episode
That's
was
cute.
called.
That's cute.
And then Captain Carey was having lunch or dinner with one of the stewardess, and they were just talking about life and everything, and I don't know much about him. I know a lot about the old captain guy. I forget his name.
Uh-huh.
He had like a white beard. He doesn't sail
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, yeah.
But Captain Carey was
Okay.
talking about how he met his girlfriend while working on charter while he was married. He's obviously divorced now. And I was like, that is interesting. So I guess he met her on charter, and then once he got divorced, he like reached out to her and was like, "Hey, you want to grab some food?" And now they're dating. So I guess good for her. She kind of leveled
Well,
up,
now
but
we need to know who this woman is.
I know I googled it. I don't remember her name, but it's definitely out there. Salone and Rainbow, who are stewardess, they still are kind of like getting at each other's neck because Rainbow has done this before and knows what to do, and Salone, like I said, she's only worked on a boat for 24 days, which is not a lot. So Rainbow has really high standards, and Sloan just can't keep up with them. And then they
Oh my
end with an
God.
S&M dinner. Fraser, the head, I forget what they call him, the head stewardess guy, he like has a whip and is cracking it and like getting really into it. And so remember, this was a 5-day charter with gay porn stars. So you think they would live a good tip, right? No, they only got $19,000 total, which was about $1,500 each, which is a very low tip for 5 days of this and everything they went through. So Captain Carey just calls the tip kind of pathetic, but obviously they have to go on with it. But yeah, 5 days and you get that much. I'd expect that much for like one day, maybe like 2
1
nights.
day or 2 day.
Yeah, but for 5
So they
days and
each
everything they
got,
were there.
yeah.
I mean, it's still a lot of money, but for 5 days, I would think you'd be
And why is
close
it
to.
19,900? Like, why not give them
I
an
know,
even 20
like
grand?
20,000. Yeah,
That's just
exactly.
an odd number.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
someone took that $100 and rolled it up or
Someone's like,
something.
they don't need that extra 100. They're fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
So,
this for the guy who's gonna put the bags in the car.
yeah, exactly. So that was that.
Either that
Miami,
or someone dipped, unless
they
somebody
used,
dipped into their tip.
yeah, maybe.
So it starts off with Gertie and Lisa and Adriana meet for lunch. Gertie gives Lisa heads and kind of puts it in Lisa's head because Lisa and Larsa are going to a Milan fashion show, and Lisa's walking in it, and so is her Larsa's son. So kind
Mhm.
of Gertie puts in her head like, uh don't think Larsa won't make the runway show about her. And Lisa's like, would she do it? And so that's where it starts. So meanwhile, Larsa is packing for the fashion show in Milan. Her son is walking in the show. And because she doesn't want to do it, she's nervous.
Did you
She
feel like
likes to
that
be in
was
the light, but she doesn't.
I felt like that she should have just done it. Like, she was taking, like, a coward's way out. Like, why not just do it yourself? Why make your son do this? It didn't even seem like he wanted to do this. Like, I felt like she was forcing him.
Yeah, like she doesn't like to be in the light, but she likes to be in the light. Like she's not,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
ge I get what you're
I
saying.
couldn't,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think Larsa would, she's too nervous. She has too many things running in the back of her head. Like, what if things go wrong? Like, this could be just like another article of her and
Yeah.
just bad press no matter what she does. So if she put her son in the light, then it makes her look good and that she's doing something good for her kids. So I think she just flipped the script on people, which she's good at. So then Lisa is running late as usual, this time at the airport for the trip. She packs way too much. Like, girl, like it's hot. You need like 3 or 4 outfits, 3 or 4 shoes, and a makeup bag. You gotta learn how
Yep.
to pack light.
Yeah.
Because what if it gets lost? What if all your stuff that you pack that costs thousands of dollars gets
Yep.
lost?
Yep. Yep.
Pack light. So back in Miami, Alexia and Julia meet up for Pilates, which I think is weird because Julia's just trying to really kick it with Alexia and Marisol.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
This
what's
episode,
weird is
yeah.
Julia and Alexia hanging out. That's weird.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like Julia got a facelift and now she just thinks she's the number one guy in the group. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
So then they discuss Lisa and Larsa. They both agree not to get involved in the middle of it. They want to stay neutral. And then Julia also opens up to Alexia about the video or about the drama with
Gertie.
Gertie and the boat trip that they went on. It gets really confusing, and we can get to the bottom of it at the end of my notes. And then, so that tension, so that goes okay. And then Alexia kind of cries into Julia's arms, saying, I don't know what Todd's going to do. He's got 30 days to decide if he's going to divorce her or they drop the case, which I've never heard of. I've never heard of Miami or any other courts like forcing someone to be like,
Yeah.
either
You
you
have
drop the, either you drop it, you stay married, or you sign the divorce papers.
Yeah.
So then, uh, yeah, Alexia admits she's on edge. She's anxious to see if what Todd will do. I just don't know why she's giving Todd that leeway. Like,
Yeah.
you're a beautiful Miami woman. Thousands of men would love a chance to
Would
be
kill
with
to be
you.
with
And
you.
what is
Yeah.
so special? Yeah, what is so special about Todd? Like,
He's not
I
good
don't
looking.
understand what. Yeah, he is
He doesn't
not.
care for
He's
your
not.
kids. Like,
He doesn't, yeah. And that would be my number one thing. Like the way you
yeah.
treat my mom and the way you treat my kids is gonna be how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Like you're either nice or you're not. So it's weird. It's weird that she has allowed him to come back at such a vulnerable time for her, that
Yeah.
what he did to her in front of her son, her autistic
Yeah.
son. You left him.
Yes.
You packed up
Yes.
and left him.
Left him. Yeah.
It's traumatizing. So then after that, Lisa and Larsa, they get back, they land in Milan and they're not on good terms, but then they awkwardly have a van together and they have to ride to the hotel. So it's a
Do
very
you
awkward moment.
do you think this
Think
was
they planned it?
production? You think this was production
Yeah.
or the person they were both walking for did this? I kind of feel like it was production.
Probably production. Yeah. It just looked too made up. And Larsa and Lisa are both rich and both can be
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not riding with this woman. Get me another vehicle.
Exactly. Yeah. I
So
will pay the money. Yeah.
they both had the option. they get in the van, they're cordial, and then they get into it about being friends with Marcus and you want to do what you want to do. I've had your back since day one. And so they didn't get anywhere. They're just like bickering back and forth. And then finally, like Lisa's like, look, my father's in the hospital and he could die any minute. And then Lars is like, then why are you here? And Lisa goes, that's the rudest thing you could say to me. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's actually
She
a valid question.
how she said it was came off rude, but it was definitely a
Yeah.
valid question. Like, why are you here? Yeah.
Why are you here?
Like go at home with your
So,
father who does pass. Like, this is not as important as being with your dad. Is what she's trying to say.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Like, is being on the runway of Milan more important than you're missing the last
Yep.
moments of your father that you just reconnected with?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
would look better if you went to see your father and
Yep.
said, I can't make the fashion show. You would have looked better. It would have
Yep.
been better on the show, and
Yeah.
I would have thought more highly of you. So,
Yeah, I would have
Lisa,
too.
rethink it. So then back in Miami, Gertie has a doctor's appointment. It's really sad. They discuss her breast cancer treatment. She's going to have another surgery. She's had 6 surgeries,
That's
20 rounds
crazy.
of radiation, and 5 rounds of chemo.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I didn't realize it was that much till she said that. That is a lot to put your
Yeah.
body through.
That's a lot. And then her husband, oh my God, bless her husband. He was
Yeah.
like, look, like, how many more rounds are we going to have to go through this before you realize, like, this is it? Like, you either accept it and move on because, like, you're doing too much to your body.
And I get what he's saying. I think he's trying to say, like, I like you the way you are, but it's also hard because she's not used to this. It's a new norm for her, and she just doesn't feel good in her body.
Yeah, she's going to have to accept
Yeah, and it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. It's because I was all new to her.
it is. And you need the right people to stay
Yes.
strong with you.
Yeah.
And I don't think Julia is that person because she just had a facelift. She just had all this surgery to look younger and
Yeah.
more beautiful. And standing next to Gertie in Miami is not going to do it. Like, I am
No.
telling you, it will not do
Yeah.
it. So it kind of breaks my heart, but that's how Miami is. But I think she's still beautiful. I
Yeah, I
don't,
do too.
there are clothing that, hides those certain areas. I respect Todd for trying to tell his wife, like, you're beautiful. You don't need this.
Yeah.
Um, Alexia adds that Alexia has a dinner with her friends, some guy, la da 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 da. She has friends over. She does not invite Gertie or Julia, maybe? Gertie and yeah, she doesn't want the drama and she just wants to have fun. She talks about Todd, drops the divorce talk. She's drunk and basically she's like, Todd doesn't own anything in his name.
Which I
And
think
that
we
he
kind
got
of
mad because,
realized.
yeah, and that he wants to control the narrative and didn't like the way Bravo um,
Portrayed him.
portrayed him.
Yeah.
She also admitted that he didn't like that Alexia was still going to do the show without him. So I think that kind of is the main part. I think the main
Yeah.
part is that Todd left the show and didn't want to do it, and he thought that his woman was going to follow him
Yeah.
like a little puppy dog, like a little
But
chihuahua.
this
It
is
didn't
like
work.
her source of income. And she needs money from him and to file for divorce, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? If they go have a divorce.
Also, this is her story.
Yeah.
What else would her story be?
Yeah, and she's been doing this long before she met Todd. So,
Hmm. And then this episode ends with the fashion show. Larsa's son did a really awesome job. Lisa did too. And then during Lisa's walk, Larsa has this big light on herself and is like recording it.
oh my god.
Like the big light on her phone. And it's just like so
It was
cheap.
so bright. Speaking
It
of light, I'm
was
going to go turn mine
bad. I
on.
was like, girl, you are so petty. But I could understand why you're mad. But let her have her moment. And so
She was on Larsa was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy asked her about that. Like, did you do it on purpose? And she was just like, no, Andy, I was just trying to get a good photo. And I was like, you 100% did that on purpose. There's no way. They're just like, oh, let's just get a good photo with this
she's so
gigantic light
petty.
that I have. Like, that was the brightest light ever.
And
Like,
her friend was still filming. So her friend
I
had
know.
the phone and was still trying to video
Yeah.
the runway. And
Yeah.
then Lars is trying to say, take a picture of me, take a picture. And the guy's like, yeah. And then still trying to video.
Yeah. Oh,
And then Jody was like, well, he did a good job. She did a good
yeah.
job. I don't know why Jody went. I think like he should have like go hang out with your boys or like go
Yeah.
have a boys weekend, you know, let
Yeah.
her do her thing. But
Yeah,
then
I
it comes
agree.
to find out, yeah, why. So anyways, that was the end of that episode.
It's a good season so far.
And it's a good season so far. Good season. Good job.
Some Bravo news. Teresa Giudice was on Chicago's WGN, and the host was asking, this was like a couple seconds of her being on. The host asked how a family doesn't pay their taxes, and she hung up on him. She has since come out on her podcast, and we'll talk about that in the next episode. But it was just so funny just watching her because her phone was like tilted sideways, and she even talks about that in her podcast episode. She's like, I had to like tilt my phone, and she goes, I was on longer than I wanted to. It was just, yeah, it was kind of funny hearing her side
Yeah,
of it.
didn't she said on her podcast, she was like, he like rudely attacked me. I was on the show for them. They invited me or something like that. And she had
She
said
was
that,
on to
you know, like,
promote. She was actually in Rosemont on Sunday, June 29th, and she was on the show to
oh,
promote that. But she couldn't even talk about that because the guy just like attacked her, and she said that they had like not clauses but like stuff that you can't talk about, and they agreed to it. And she said everyone was really nice up front, and then she gets on and does this. And supposedly that same host, well, he's known to do stuff like this, but the same host did something to Tom Sandoval as well. So supposedly,
he
from
must
what Teresa
be,
said. But supposedly the
yeah, so
host,
he
this
must have a
WGN host,
vendetta.
is known to do this.
Oh.
So he's known
Well,
to just
I
like
mean,
bring
if you
stuff up
break a
like that.
clause, they have the right to take you to court.
Yeah.
If you
Which,
have
you know,
certain
she will.
speculations, go for it. I
Yeah.
mean, now she'll be able to pay her taxes. So
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
So there's some spoilers on the cast of Love Hotel 2. They're talking about Heather Gay, Portia Williams, Sonia Morgan, and maybe Lala Kent. And they said if any of those were to fall out, there's all the names floating around like Sutton, Erica Jane, Cynthia Bailey, and Kenya Moore. So
Erica Jane would not do it. Cynthia's dating someone. She's dating like this guy with dreadlocks that kind of looks like Bob Marley. She's in love. Cynthia, no. Kenya Moore. Is she divorced yet? I don't think she's going to go back. No. Maybe.
But I would love to. I think Heather would be amazing on it. I don't know about Lala. Sonia, I'm kind of overseeing. I don't think Sonia's ever going to find anyone. But you talked about
I don't know why
Portia.
they would allow Sonia. Portia?
Yeah, so that would be
Yeah,
interesting.
Portia would. Heather, I don't know. Lala, I don't know. She has 2 kids. How is she gonna like?
Yeah. Wish
And
her
she has a
mom lives with her.
podcast. She does. Yeah, I like you literally have to be gone for like a month.
Yeah, in Mexico.
Kenya Moore, I just don't think she's not the type of girl to put her love life out there knowing that her love life got destroyed through the public.
Is that what happened?
Sutton's. God,
Sutton.
please do not put Sutton on there.
Can you imagine
Please.
Sutton on it?
No, I would not watch it. Oh my God, it would be. I'd rather watch paint dry on the wall.
And then the last Bravo news, Janet and Sheena were featured on a billboard campaign for, I don't know how to say that name. How do you know how to say that?
I don't even know. That's why I was gonna ask you.
I don't know how to say that.
So it's Sheena's skin line, but
her
Janet
skin
was just the model for it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's Sheena, and
Okay.
Sheena and another woman collaborated, I think, and
Oh,
then
it's
Janet was just
Korean.
like the promo model.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So,
That is very cool.
that's a wrap on the episode of Bravo's Moms Unfiltered. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did spilling the tea. Because let's be real, moms need unfiltered moments too.
Make sure to follow us wherever you get your podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you love today's chat, leave us a review. It will help other Bravo-loving moms find us.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Apple, what else?
Amazon Music.
Amazon. And then also Instagram.
Yes.
And yeah, like us,
That is
star
it.
us, give us your opinion, please, please, please.
Yes. Until next time, keep the wine chilled, the drama on TV, and the mom life real.
See you next week, Bravo Moms.
I'm reckless, offensive. I destroy your defenses. My guest list is